And welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning into yet again another tactical breakdown and more or less of what we did learn in Liverpool's big 2-1 win, home win against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Liverpool have gone 7 points clear of Arsenal in second now, which is fantastic. And certainly, as we'll find out today in today's episode, we'll find the key areas and key weaknesses really that Liverpool really need to improve going into the game against Aston Villa and, of course, Manchester City at next weekend as well. That's going to be a big one, but we'll get straight into the analysis. And if you are new around here, Reds, and you do enjoy today's episodes, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. But most importantly, if you can do drop a like on the video. Massively does help out. But we'll start with Liverpool's starting 11. Very much only one change from Liverpool in regards, and that was Alisson Becker coming in goal after the spell in which Caoimhin Kelleher did have in regards to the cup competitions. Of course, the back line, as always has been the case in the last couple of weeks, Trent, Canate, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robbo, one of the best midfield trios in European football, as we've seen so far this season. Gravenberch, McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai. Cody Gakpo was out of the squad due to a knock, which very much pushed Lucho Diaz playing down that left wing, and of course Jota coming into those central areas. And for Wolves, there was only one change compared to the midweek game against Villa. And that very much did see João Gomez come in for French central midfielder Bellegarde. But we'll get straight into the analysis in regards to when we do watch Liverpool in possession against Wolves this afternoon. Trent's often inverted into the midfield alongside Gravenberch when the ball was on the far side, aiming to create those numerical superiority and improve the central progression, an area where Liverpool have struggled recently. In regards to Wolves, they did set up in their usual shape, the 5-3-2 / the 5-2-3 shape, with the front three focused on cutting off the passing lanes into the midfield. And Guedes and Sarabia marked Gravenberch, whilst Cunha did track Trent. This defensive structure proved highly effective, as reflected in Liverpool's passing patterns. Most passes from the back line were lateral rather than progressive, with Virgil frequently engaging passes with Andy Robbo, Jerome Quansah and Canate. Notably, Quansah's most frequent passes were also back to Virgil van Dijk, further emphasising how Wolves' shape effectively denied Liverpool's central access. The passing network confirms this, with the strongest connections highlighting these repetitive passing sequences. This sequence, Trent moves out of the block to receive a clip pass from Virgil van Dijk, with Cunha pushed up closing down the space for Canate, which then therefore drags João Gomez, Sarabia and Andre were closing down McAllister and Robbo, which left space in the middle of the pitch for Ryan Gravenberch to very much exploit. Unfortunately, the final pass wasn't accurate. However, this is an effective way to break through Wolves' press centrally. Liverpool's first goal was down to the moment of brilliance from Diogo Jota. Doherty tracks Jota as he drops deep to receive the ball from Alexis McAllister. Jota cleverly uses his left foot to control the ball as Doherty runs past on his right, hoping to intercept. This very much allows him to turn, beating two players and passing it to Diaz. Diaz runs at the defence and passes it to Mo, and his attempted bounce pass to Jota deflects off Totti's leg, and determined Diaz bundles the ball over, scoring the opener. In this sequence, we see Szoboszlai drop deep to improve Liverpool's build-up. Trent again positioned out of the block when the ball moves to the near side. The wide build-up stretch Wolves, leaving space in the centre of the pitch for Dominic Szoboszlai to use effectively. After receiving the ball, he drives into the space and makes the switch to Diaz on the left. Andy Robinson makes an overlapping run to provide support for Diaz and puts in a low cross into the box, which led to a shot on target and saves by obviously Sarr earning a corner. In the build-up to the second goal, Alexis McAllister, wide left, gets the second ball from Gravenberch and looks for Diaz, who's making a run deep. Diaz did well to take a touch, which very much forced the advancing Jose Sarr to make a save and very much clipped him, resulting in a penalty. Of course, Salah making it 2-0 from the penalty spot. Liverpool out of possession. There were some extremely poor situations, especially in the second half, where Wolves seemed to cruise past Liverpool's midfield. 2-goal lead is a good cushion to have. However, it is never a sign to sit back and protect the lead with 45 minutes to go. Let's analyse some situations. In the opening few minutes, Liverpool went man-to-man against Wolves, leading to turnovers and possession gains. However, there were a few situations when Guedes dropped deep to help in the build-up. Van Dijk was tasked with tracking them. This created a few nervy situations for Liverpool, leaving space behind. The most interesting thing being that goes against Slot's ideology to have a +1 in the back line. A similar situation to Jota as Aït flicks the ball onto his right foot and backheels it to Doherty for a 1-2, who makes a run from deep. Although Szoboszlai tracked Doherty's run, he was able to feed it back to Aït, who ran into Canarsie, and Liverpool won back possession. Liverpool's press was effective in the first half, if not certain poor moments. Diaz was late to press the centre-backs, which gave him space and time on the ball, allowing him to find a pass behind the defence. This caused an issue. However, the defenders were able to nullify the threat. Liverpool's passive press has been an issue throughout the season. However, the technical centre-backs who find the long passes to their forwards should always be closed down. There were a few poorly timed jumps from Andy Robbo, which led to dangerous situations in the first scenario. Diaz again made a poor effort in pressing as he didn't check the cover. The player behind his cover shadows. This forced Andy Robbo to close down the space and was beaten, leading to an attack. Coupled with a poor performance in pressing, Robinson made a huge error in not holding the high line, which would have led to an easy tap-in for Wolves if not for Quansah's last-ditch tackle at the back end of the game. Positioning on the players was extremely poor, especially in the second half. Totti gets past Jota with ease, and he has a clear passing lane in the centre of the pitch to the forwards. This is extremely concerning as the central progression, which Liverpool aim is that lethal way to attack a team. A flick from Bellegarde put the striker through on goal when Alisson made a huge stop to deny the Wolves forward. Another instance of pass and press leading to the central progression was this example. But in conclusion, overall, a really poor performance with and without the ball. Liverpool seemed to have some intent in the first half, leading to a few good chances. Luckily, 2 of them were converted. Without the ball, this was one of the worst performances from the side and a lot of things that have to be changed. Liverpool faced Villa away, City away, and Newcastle at home. With this in mind, the result is a great boost after the FA Cup exit and a draw against in the Merseyside derby. However, the players need to step up to the occasion that they have done in the first half of the season and show the desire to go and win the league. Reds, that brings a conclusion to the analysis. If you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, do drop a like on the video as well, and do get involved in the comment section below, Reds. What, in terms of going into the Villa game and going into the City game, what you want to be seeing more, and even you, if you want to break down the game as well, in the comment section below, do let us know your thoughts. Yeah, Reds, we just got to keep on grinding these results out, but certainly a lot of improvement that Liverpool can strive for in the coming weeks to come.